Okay, friends, now these stories are fact. They are not fiction. We've been doing a lot of Piggy and Gerald books and a lot of Pete the Cat books, but those books are fiction. They might have real situations, they might have real feelings, but can a pig talk in real life?
No.
Can an elephant talk in real life?
No.
No, so they are fiction, but today we're going to talk about nonfiction. We're going to talk about facts, things that are real and true. Since it is Earth Day, I thought we can just read small parts, sit on your bottom, of these two books. These two books have a lot of words and a lot of information in them. These two books are about the Earth. This one is actually called Earth. Can you say that?
Earth.
So there is a book on Earth here. I have some markers in it so I know where to go in the book because I'm going to jump around a little bit.
Where's the marker?
Well, I have the handy helper and the number helping me out. And then this book is called Planet Earth. Can you say that? Planet Earth. And I thought it would be fun to read a little bit about where the Earth is in our universe. And I thought it could also be nice to talk about pollution and how we can do a really good job taking care of our planet so we can live here for a long time. Okay? John, can you scooch a little bit? You're actually in CJ's way because you're super tall. Thank you, that's perfect. All right, thank you so much. I'll hold the book up so everybody can see though, okay? Because I know CJ's got some curls going on and everything like that. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit from Planet Earth. Let me read and then I will show you the pictures,
No, I can see
okay?
here.
Like I said, please sit on your bottom. There's a lot of words, so I'm going to read the words and then I'm going to show you the pictures. Got it? Okay. The seasons of Earth: spring in the north, fall in the south, winter in the north, fall in the north, spring in the north, winter in the south. These are how it looks when we go through the different seasons. North is up top, south is at the bottom. So it tells you how close or far we are from the sun at that time of the year, okay? The Earth. Planet Earth is part of the solar system and orbits around the sun once every 365 1/4 days. So that means every year, 1 year. It also spins around on its own axis every day, every 24 hours. The Earth is about 7,950 miles in diameter. From space, it looks like a perfect sphere. What shape is a sphere, John?
A whole circle.
It's kind of like a circle, right? That's the similar shape.
Yeah,
But it's
like
a 3D shape,
yeah, it's
right?
Like a ball.
It's like a ball. Very good. But it's actually slightly flatter at the poles at the north and south and bulges out at the equator. The equator is the imaginary line running around the middle of the Earth. Geologists, which are specific scientists, okay, they call this shape a geoid. Water covers about 70% of the surface of Earth. Without water, I'm sorry, yes, John?
It's called like a meteorologist.
Well, that's the weather scientist.
Oh.
There's lots of different scientists that have lots of different titles, different names, okay? Without water and the sun, there would be no life. We would not be here without water and the sun. We also could not live without the atmosphere, which is about 50 miles thick and wraps around the Earth like a blanket. It keeps us warm and it protects us from the harmful rays of the sun and gives us air to breathe. Look at this beautiful Earth picture.
Whoa, super big.
Yes, the Earth is super
That
big.
can hold an entire big animal.
Well, it holds big animals and it holds all of the people.
There's a flip.
I know there's a flip, yes.
There's a
So
flip
that
too.
is what the Earth looks like.
Can you show us the flip?
And this is what the inside of the earth looks like. We're not going to read too much into this detail, okay, because we want to focus on the outside of the earth and how we can be better humans to keep the earth healthy. What's the inside of the earth? So if you had a huge, and I mean like crazy huge excavator, and you started digging, it would look like this on the inside of the earth. But you know what? You probably couldn't dig that far.
Mommy, why?
I know.
What is that?
I know.
What is that orange thing?
This is the inner core, the outer core, and the mantle and the crust.
What do those do?
We're not, like I said, we're not going to go into too many details about this. We're just going to keep talking about the earth and how we can be better humans to keep the earth protected.
Where's the earth?
Okay, there's the earth. Let's move on. I want to talk a little bit about pollution. Okay, sit on your bottom. This part is called planet under pressure. Pollution is putting harmful materials into the environment. It is a problem for the whole world. Although pollution usually comes in specific areas like cities or factories, it spreads all over the planet. The earth constantly recycles its supply of water and air, cleaning them and using them over and over again. But with more pollutants that are being put into the environment, the natural cleaning process can't handle it. That is why it is so important to take care of our air and our water, yes, which is like the oceans. And it is so important to take care of our planet. And a good way to do that is called recycling. Can you say that?
My birthday's today.
Right, we're talking about that. Listen, can you say recycling?
Recycling.
We call it reduce, reuse, and recycle.
What's reduce?
Reduce means use less. Reuse means to use things over and over again. So
Like our plate.
like our plates, yes, very good. We reuse our plates. We don't use paper plates at our house.
And like
We do, hold on, catch a bubble. We use plates that we can wash and use again. Reuse, so we did reduce, which means use less. Reuse, which means you use again and again. And the other one is called recycle. I think recycle is probably one of the most important ones to remember today. Put your hand down, give me a moment. Catch a bubble. For recycling, we like to put out plastic, glass, and paper into the recycling bin because we can make new plastics, new paper, and new metals out of the old ones. They are such special materials that we can use again and again. We can help to reuse them. Sit on your bottom. We have a recycling bin outside of our house where we can throw things away. So we have the trash and we have recycling, okay? Let's keep reading. Let's read one more part about pollution. Ready? Oil spills and untreated wastes are polluting our oceans and killing our wildlife. Acid rain is caused by pollution and it has increased, which can hurt our forest animals. So we need to do our part to help clean the air and the earth so we can stay here for a long, long
is
time.
that a frog at there?
No, that's the earth, but it's sick. That's what pollution does to the earth. It makes the earth sick. Okay, that's how you can picture it if you see somebody littering, okay?
Yeah, but that's kind of...
Okay, so let's keep on moving. Let's talk a little bit about this book here, okay? Now, we talked about pollution and we talked about where the earth was, so I'm going to take out my markers. I do want to talk about the air and the water, okay? Vital survival. All around the earth is a protective shield called the atmosphere. It keeps us from burning under the sun during the day and from freezing at night. With our atmosphere have the water and air cycles. Do you remember that water can go in the air? Like water can go through the atmosphere?
No.
It goes down to the ground, then it evaporates up
yeah,
and
yeah,
goes
yeah,
back
I
to the
know
clouds.
that.
That's part of the water cycle, right? But there's also something called the air cycle. Have you talked about that?
No.
Not so much. That one kind of gets lost a little bit. I want to talk to you a little bit about the air cycle. The air that we breathe is also in a continuous cycle. Animals breathe in a gas called oxygen, so we breathe oxygen. And we breathe out carbon dioxide. All the plants take in the carbon dioxide and they make oxygen. So we work super well together. Right, we work super well together with the plants. That is why later today we are going to plant more plants to help keep humans and animals healthy.
All of us?
We're all gonna plant a plant. We're gonna do teamwork planting. Yes, John?
In our house, sometimes we forget to recycle.
You're right. I think what we need to do today is we need to buy a big bin for our recycling. And we need to do
bigger
better.
than our trash can.
How about as big as our trash can? So we'll
Oh,
buy
that's a
something.
good one.
That's a good one. So how about today you can help me pick out a wonderful recycling bin?
I want like
So
green.
we can do better
Like
for
green, like my
yes.
shirt.
Okay, so we can do better for our planet. Okay, good job. So there's our pictures. There's a little bit more about the Earth. I'm gonna let us keep these books and bring them to our learning centers upstairs so we can look through the pictures and learn a little bit more about the Earth, okay? So we're gonna celebrate a wonderful Earth Day today, and we have so many fun activities. Friends at home, I hope that you guys can do some fun stuff for Earth Day too. And if you would like to, you can comment and let us know what you worked on at home for Earth Day.